Minister, can I take you back to something you said earlier on? You repeated 4 or 5 times that you want to trust the professionals. Actually, when I hear ministers repeating things like that so often, I have to question whether they believe themselves. Having said that, the probation service met all its targets for 2012. We're given the British Quality Foundation Medal for Excellence. Why not trust the professionals?
Well, the hard evidence in this country is that over the past decade, looking back to the start of the last Parliament, through the last Parliament and up to the latest figures, reoffending's been rising. We provide no support at all for people who get sentences of less than 12 months, who have a reoffending rate of nearly 60%. I don't find that acceptable.
Could you not do that within the present system? Could you not ensure the probation service were dealing with those, with that cadre of offenders? That could have been done very easily,
it depends, Mr. Lewid, on whether you believe that there are additional skills to bring to bear to this. And I see 2 pools of skills which I don't believe we are making adequate use of. There are really good mentoring and support skills within the voluntary sector, which I want to bring much more closely to bear on this challenge. And there are good management skills within the private sector that can enable me to create a more efficient system that frees up the resource to actually then provide supervision for the people who get sentences of less than 12 months. And the evidence for that, your original question, Sir Alan, I mean, in London, where the one piece of contracting out has taken place, major contracting out of community payback, we got savings of nearly 40%. One of the things that you highlighted in your report in 2011 is that almost 3/4 of the time spent by the probation service isn't spent working with offenders. Now, with the best will in the world, what is the point of the probation service if it's not spending most of its time working with offenders? Now, I'm not trying in any way to suggest that what the probation service is doing is fundamentally wrong, we've got to chuck them all out, sack them all and replace them with someone else. That's not my intention. What I'm doing is saying, I want to bring into that probation world those 2 pools of expertise. I want to make the probation world more independent of government and the kind of big bureaucratic documents that tell them how to do the job. It would be, I could have taken a decision simply to say, well, hive off the probation trust altogether, but I don't think the public sector can release the high-end, multi-agency risk assessment work that it does. And that's why I think we need to retain that within the public sector as a public probation protection service, but actually give the rest of the organisation that freedom, but add to it the skills that those 2 other sectors bring.
Stephen Mahattra.